This video is going to be about a preparation plus revision schedule for September 24 exams of CA Inter students. So if you are a CA Inter student planning to give September attempt, and I know many of you, whoever is watching this video, would have many times made mistakes, like once or twice already in the previous attempt or that before previous attempt. You already neglected, you already postponed your preparation till the last moment, and somehow you didn't perform well at the last moment, and now you are planning to write for September, and again now you have not yet started preparation, which is very dangerous. Watch this video, change your next to 3 months schedule accordingly. Believe me, I will not give you any 50, 60, 70% success rate. I'll give you 100% success rate. Look at this. So here I'm going to talk about a 92 days, a preparation strategy, and even I'm going to give you a revision timetable where I am going to teach you cumulative revision technique. How to do cumulative revision. That technique also I'm going to give you. First, I always assume whenever I'm making any strategy video, especially whoever is planning to write the exams exactly 3 months away, I always want the student to think like a fresher. Don't think that you are a repeater. If at all you have already given an attempt in May or before November, now you are attempting another time in September. You are thinking that I'm a repeater. I already know some subject. It is just that I just have to do some improvements. So you're always thinking towards repairing work. You always want to repair some mistakes which you did, but that will not work. So what I always tell is, do not repair, restart everything. Start from scratch once again. For one group, if you want to attempt a single group in the September exam, one group, believe me, you have 92 days time in your hand with effective from 1st June. By the way, from 1st June itself, if you calculate 92 days you have, and you know what is 92 days? It's equal to close to 800 plus hours. Assuming within this 92 days, some 12 days you are taking breaks. So you are having 10 hours for remaining 80 days every day. So the 10 hours, I'm splitting it into two parts. 6 hours for preparation, 4 hours for revision. That is what type of revision? Cumulative revision. I'll tell you what is cumulative revision a little while later. Just focus on this. Preparation. So first, I want you to start from scratch. Don't even think that you are a repeater. Don't even think that you are a repeater. Feel as if you are first timer coming from direct entry or coming from foundation, whatever it is. See, make up your mind that you don't know anything about the subject. First, make up that. Then what you have to do? Preparation, you have two options. One is self-preparation. Take ICS study material. I am telling you, self-preparation is the best preparation. Only thing that requires for self-preparation is lots of courage and willpower. Willpower, I'm saying. I'm not talking about so much of hard work and all. No. The willpower is extremely required, and a dedication and discipline is required in self-preparation, which is best mode of preparation. Ekalavya, one of the first remote learning student of Dronacharya. Yes or no? He never met Dronacharya. Ekalavya is remote learning. Like he just see the picture of Dronacharya and practice that archery, all that. Getting it? And he is supreme, like that particular archery. Getting it? Than even Arjuna, who directly went and learned from Dronacharya. So self-preparation is best preparation, I'm telling you, because in fact I made up myself through self-preparation. In my entire CA final I did self-preparation, in CA I did self-preparation. But what it requires is willpower and discipline, commitment. That is something where 90% of the students lack. Most importantly, the willpower. Considering that, what I recommend is guided learning. What is it? What is it called as? Guided learning. What is guided learning? You need not worry. Suppose if at all you are planning to write for next September attempt. For 93 days. Look at this. For 93 days we gave a schedule. For 93 days we gave a schedule. What we want the student is, simply you have to watch our video classes. That too under subscription model, most affordable prices. like for 93 days, 31 days, 31 days, 31 days. It is just like 31 days, 31 days, 31 days. So first 31 days you pay for group 2. Next 31 days again you buy group 2. Third one you get free group 2 class. Entire group 2, entire 100% recording is ready. You can open our website. You can open our website, Sreshta for CA and CMA. For example, I'll just show you. So you just open courses CA Intro. You don't think that I'm promoting the course itself. I'm actually promoting you the learning process. As a part of that, I'm fitting you in the course. Getting it? I already told you, if at all you don't want to enroll into course, it's absolutely fine. You do self preparation from ICA material. Don't go for any shortcut. Now you see here, we have given everything clearly. So 5,000 rupees is a course for 1 month. Okay, if it is per month, means 31 days. So one time you buy 31 days validity, you will get all the videos access. You watch it as per our schedule. You watch it as per our schedule. We will give you schedule. So the day on which you bought, it's called day 1. Day 1. So in the day on day 1, suppose if you're a group 2 student, what videos you need to watch? Sorry. On day 1, what videos you need to watch? We have clearly given you. So in financial management, 4.5 hours you need to watch. SM you need to watch for 2 hours. Within this, in this 93 days schedule, we will cover entire group 2 related, all the chapters in all the subjects, so that every day you are watching not more than 6 to 6.5 hours. Every day, that is the only time that is required from you for watching classes. This is one way of preparation. Again, remember, some students think watching classes is different from preparation. No. Preparation means either you are learning on your own for the first time, or either through watching the class you are learning the content. You are getting nothing but you are being introduced to the content. You are made understanding the content, understanding the entire syllabus. That is called actually preparation. What you do after watching the class is actually a revision. Many are confused with the preparation and the revision. What students think watching class is different, preparation is different. No, they both are one and same. You must watch the classes sincerely with a discipline. Getting it? So we will give you on day 2 what chapters you need to watch, what topics. On day 3, what topics you need to watch. On day 11, what topics you need to watch. On day 14, what you need to watch. I mean, by the way, for every 6 days, we are giving you a break. Just like in a week, 1 day is a break for you. Full break. You should not touch books. You should not even think of preparation. You should specify. It's exclusive for enjoying. You just have to take a relaxation. Getting it? That too, every day you see the maximum time that you have to watch is 6.5 hours. 6 to 6.5 only. In one of the month, no, we will give only 5 to 5.5 hours schedule only. So this is group 2. Same way with respect to group 1 also. On day 1, you have to watch these topics 6 hours. On day 2, you need to watch these topics 6 hours. So on day 7, it's a break. So first month subscription model, if at all you have taken, you will be completing on day 31 so and so topics. Getting it? Then you will take some 7 to 8 days break if at all you want to, but actually it's not recommended, not required now, because since you are having exams from June to August, you're actually having tight schedule. 92 days only we have. If at all you are having more than 3 months time, then between every month you can take some gap. Immediately take second time also group 1 or group 2. Suppose if you are a group 2 student, take 2 times group 2 subscription, third time it is free. If you are a group 1 student, take 2 times group 1, third time group 1 is free. Nothing but 3 months we are giving you for 2 months price. So that you can comfortably watch in the 93 days 100% syllabus. Not only that, now what I'm going to talk is the most important thing, revision part also. I will give you the revision, pattern also. This itself is the guidance document for revision also. You will not have a separate document for revision. This itself is the guided document for revision. By the way, sir, all the videos are ready? Yes, video index itself is given for you. So like what videos were there inside subscription model, for each subject video is given. What is the duration of each video? For example, you open group 2. Suppose you open group 2. Getting it? These are the videos that are there in costing. Getting it? And so 158 hours. These are the videos that were there in auditing. Auditing 103. Actually 1.5 hours is uploaded already. Some that has not updated. Financial management 100. Strategic management some 70. So videos were already uploaded. What videos you are going to get, that also we will give you, in before itself. And here we have mapped whatever the videos that you are going to watch. We mapped it here. So how many hours you have to watch? You simply have to follow this plan. Nothing else. You just have to simply follow this plan. If you follow this plan, believe me, you are going to have a disciplined structure of learning for the next 92 days, 93 days. And September first week or second week, whatever the time you have, you just revise the first paper that you're going to write in exams. Suppose if you're a group 2 student now, you are having actually 7 more days extra. If at all you're a group 2 student, you're having 98 days time actually from June 1st. So which means you can take break also. Okay, so cumulative revision you have to do. First, you need to watch the videos because that itself is a way of preparation. You know what I'll tell you here. Many students, they think they learn the concept, they know the concepts, but don't know how to present in exams. It's actually because you don't know the concept. You are unable to present in the exam properly. You are unable to write the answer properly in the exam because you don't know. Like some students, they complain me saying, sir, I understood all the concepts, sir, but I am unable to present in the exam. Well, I ask him more clearly, what do you mean by unable to present? Which means you know the entire answer, just that you don't know how to present it in the paper, or your pen is not moving, like you are unable to understand the question. 90% of them replied, sir, I'm unable to understand the question. That is not a presentation issue. That is a concept issue. You are learning. See, if at all you are learning 10 problems, only out of 10, if a question comes in exam, you can solve. If 11th question comes, you are unable to solve, which means you are not learning conceptually. Believe me, in our particular group 2 subscription or group 1 subscription, in our CA Inter, you will get that kind of conceptual learning. Ask your friends. Don't trust my words. Ask your friends and seniors. Ask them about what is rest of a CSMA. They simply tell you, easiest route to succeed in exams is go with this rest. This is the kind of feedback and reputation, goodwill we have. So cumulative revision. So what is a cumulative revision? First, your preparation must be perfect. That is the foundation stone for your entire success in the exam. First, preparation must be perfect. What is preparation? Either self or guided learning through whatever I have told you. Just take our courses, take our course, enroll into our course, watch the classes as per the timetable that we give. Then what you have to do? Once you watch the class, simultaneously you must revise. Remember, revision is not something you do after you forget everything. Revision is something you do while you still remember everything. Revise before you forget. Revise while you still remember. Revise before you forget. That is what actually revision will have. Like, I don't know how many of you faced this. Like, you have studied last attempt, you studied well, you understood the classes, everything was over, everything, but once you start the revision, you forgot everything. Again in the revision, you are trying to learn everything once again. That's not a revision. Your original preparation was either at fault, or there is a lot of gap between the preparation and revision now. So which means you need to do again relearning. Actually, you must revise before you forget. What do you mean by that? Revise, never revise huge syllabus at once. This is what many students are doing and where they are failing in the revision process. You should never revise entire syllabus at once. You should revise cumulatively. In this 93 days, I will make sure you are revising 3 times each chapter that you are studying. Each chapter that you're studying, you're going to revise 3 times. For example, suppose you started watching classes. Assuming you picked up this course, you started following a timetable. Day 1, you started watching the class. Some 1 chapter is completed, or maybe on the day 3, 1 chapter is completed. 1 chapter is completed in one particular subject on day 3. What you have to do, on the day, whatever the first chapter that you have completed, revise it. First chapter in FM, first chapter in costing, first chapter in auditing, first chapter in SM. For example, let's assume in all the 3 subjects, first chapter only you completed on a particular day. Until you complete a single chapter in these 2 subjects or 3 subjects, whatever, until you complete a single chapter at least in a single subject, revision will not start. First, your target is to watch video and complete 1 chapter. Complete whatever it is. For example, suppose if at all you are following group 2. Day 1, introduction is completed, time value of money is started. Day 2, time value of money is completed, which means on the day 2 evening, on some time evening or morning, that's your choice. On day 2, you should revise these 2 chapters, specifically speaking. Introduction and time value of money. Introduction is just a simple thing. Time value of money is what the chapter. On day 2, you need to revise time value of money. By the way, on day 1, you also studied introduction to strategic management. But you remember, in day 2, it is still continuing. In day 3 also, it is still continuing. Day 4 also, it is still continuing. Day 5, So, first chapter in strategic management is completed on day 4, which means up to day 4, only FM time value of money revision alone is pending for you. So what you have to do, day 2 you are completing time value of money, right? So on the same day, 4 hours time is there for you for revision, because class is only for 6 hours. So you revise this time value of money. Chapter once, revise it. Once chapter you listened. Revision means what? Once again open the book without looking at the faculty, nothing but. Revision means you are reading it without looking at a faculty. That's called revision. Getting it? So what you learned? Okay, present value factor, future value factor. This it has to be present value annuity has to be calculated like this. Future value annuity has to be calculated like this. Okay, equated monthly installments will be calculated like this. So these are the formulas. You just have to revise slowly. Fine. Suppose that revision is over. Next to know. Again, next chapter is completed when day 5 you completed cost of capital. This is second chapter that you completed in FM. So what you have to do, I'll show you. Now on day, this is on day 2. First chapter you will revise in FM on day 2 as per our schedule. Second chapter and is completed by day 5. So on day 5 what you have to do, once again, first chapter revise it. Second chapter also revise it. Remember, first chapter you already watched the video. On day 2, you already revised it once. On day 5, once again, you have to revise first chapter, and second chapter, one revision. Remember, second time when you're revising first chapter, it will not take much time at all. It will hardly take 20 minutes for you to revise, thorough revision. Why? You already watched the class perfectly, that too from Shrestha faculties, and you already revised it once. Now, how much time do you think it takes? Not more than 10 minutes to 20 minutes. Give most of the time for cost of capital, second chapter, which you completed on day 5 of the watching videos. Getting it? Now 2. Then whenever you complete third chapter lectures watching, once you completed third chapter lectures watching, third chapter also lectures watching completed, then what you have to do before you move to fourth chapter, what you have to do? Revise. Second chapter you completed, third chapter also you completed, for example, then revise the first chapter once, which will take hardly 10 minutes, second chapter which will hardly take half an hour, not even half an hour, I'm telling, maybe 20 minutes to half an hour only, because you already revised once and you watched the classes very recently. You still not forgot the subject, you still remember the subject. While you remember the subject and you're revising it, it is super powerful revision, and you remember it for long term. You remember it for a long tenure, and revise third chapter also. So because these two chapters hardly take half an hour time, this chapter might possibly take some 1 hour time. Okay, let it be. Take it. In SM also, some chapter by this time you would have completed, right? So that also you revise. Revision of a particular chapter starts only after completing it. Only after completing it, revision will start. So first chapter lectures you completed, then revise it. Second chapter lectures also completed, then revise first and second chapter. Third chapter lectures also completed, then revise 1, 2, 3. Now you see, first chapter you revise it thrice already with not much amount of time. You know what you will do? Generally what many do, they just simply watch the classes, or they just simply read and go. And once they finish entire subject, then again reopen the first chapter, where they try to recollect so late. They feel, hey, this we studied, okay, fine, now I'm recollecting, I've studied. So they forget they are doing it. Where revision takes lots of time, that too your confidence will affect like anything. It will affect your self-esteem like anything. You will question your capability. In this way, you will never forget. You will never forget. So once third chapter is completed, revise all these 3. Next fourth chapter you completed, then ignore first chapter revision. Do revise second chapter, then revise third chapter, then revise fourth chapter. You know, fourth chapter you're revising for the first time here, second time here, third time here. You see, every chapter you're revising thrice. Every chapter revising thrice before you move to the next chapter. Getting it? So this is called cumulative revision. If you did not understand, don't worry. Once again, watch the last 5-10 minutes specifically. If you do this kind of cumulative revision for all the subjects. Now you see, on any subject, for any subject you take, on any day you take, you're only revising 3 chapters of that subject. On any day you're revising just 3 chapters. Do you think revising 3 chapters which you already just now completed watching video lectures of that to so-called a highly efficient faculty from Shrestha, do you think it takes more time for you? Revision? No, because In class itself, we do demonstrate, we do teach the content at such a level. Okay, now with that quality of listening, now revision don't take much time. One most biggest mistake which everybody do while they're watching class, they are increasing at 1.5x speed, 2x speed, which is absolutely dangerous. When you watch class at 1.5x speed, good, you are listening, you're understanding everything fine, but you're not absorbing. Later you open the book and revise, you will not able to recollect. Hey, this point covered in class, it's actually covered. Because you watched at higher speed, you are unable to sync. Getting the point? Now tell me, when you're reading, will you read at higher speed, higher playback speed? Can you improve your mind speed 2x speed? You can't. Only once you learn the content properly, you can revise it quicker. Before learning the content perfectly, you can't learn the content. Learning process never speed up. Learning process should be at standard speed. Revision can be quicker. So this is what exactly cumulative revision. Believe me, now immediately might have, sir, every day 4 hours time only available. So 3 subjects were there. For example, for all the 3 subjects, sir, some chapters were completed. How to revise all the 3 subjects, 9 chapters within 4-5 hours? You can definitely do, man. Why? How come? Just you completed the class and then you are revising it. So this is much more powerful. You are very confident. So when you're reading, I remember this. You'll be going further like this. And that too, you are seeing it 3 times. Now remember, tell me, while you still remember, you're revising it 3 times, that chapter. Don't you think, do you think you will forget again? No. The chances of forgetting is very low. Now you may ask me, sir, when should I do grand revision of all the chapters at a time? For that alone, you have to find 1 day time. 1 day time. Getting it? So once you completed half the syllabus, so for example, 45 days of subscription course you have completed, just to find 1 day time. Okay, you need to stretch out that. You need to take up stress. You need to work hard for that 1 day. That 45 days, whatever chapters you studied, do revise. Getting the point? That's why we always tell students to start immediately after 1 week of the exams for the next attempt, so that you'll have a proper time for watching the class and revising. And day before exam, you'll have 1.5 day time, right? That itself is more than enough for a grand revision. I'm telling you. Mock test you write in September 1st week. I request you to write mock test in September 1st week, or at least in the August 3rd or 4th week, not before that. Even if ICA is conducting mock test before August, in the beginning of the August or at the end of the July, don't attend that. Better stay up to August end, complete all the classes, do this revision once cumulatively, then you go and do a mock test after a grand revision. And day before exam, 1.5 day time you have, right? That is more than enough. Believe me, you do a very intense revision. Generally, this revision, how you should revise this? As if tomorrow you have exam. In such a way you have to revise this. That's called intense revision. Many students say, sir, how time will be sufficient? Every day 4 hours for only revision time you are allotting. How the time will be sufficient to revise? For example, I have some in SM1 chapter is there, FM1 chapter is there, costing 1 chapter is there, auditing 1 chapter is there in group 2. How to revise all these 4 chapters within 4 hours? You will do. How come? Day before exam auditing paper, suppose some 11 chapters per you are able to revise, right? Now, why can't you revise 4 chapters within 4 hours? You will. It's just that you don't want to take up that stress. Be ready. Challenge yourself. Do how you revise before exam. With what level of intensity you revise. The same level of intensity you must show when you're revising like this. 10 hours a day you just sit enough watching class of this. Whether you are a first timer in the September attempt, whether you are attempting after 12-15 attempts, or whether you discontinued CA and now you want to start, for everybody this strategy will suit. Believe me, ask your seniors, ask your friends, especially whoever have taken already courses with us, ask them how this works. In fact, the first time I'm making a preparation strategy plus cumulative revision technique like this for more than 25 minutes approximately I'm talking. Just to give you confidence, believe in the process. Believe in the process. You always want to go for shortcut, quick learning. It will never work. You tried last attempt. Did it work? No. Believe in this process. Right way. Following the right process is the easiest way to succeed. All the very best. This is what I just want to communicate. By the way, if you want to enroll on laptop purpose only, this website. Suppose if you want to enroll on mobile, like you want to watch the class on Android or iOS, then we have an app in Play Store, rest of a CSMA Play Store. So in that app you can enroll, where the price is 4,300 only for app model. Getting it? For laptop only, the price is 5,000 per month. Getting it? 2 times if you get, third time we are giving free. Why? Because don't watch all the classes within 2 months of a particular group. It is not possible. I've immediately at last to some of you, sir, I'm a both the group student. I want to read both the group. Even if you want to read both the group, do one thing. Write both. I don't object you. First take one group, finish that entire syllabus within 45 days to 50 days. Then come back and tell me, sir, I finished entire group 1, sir. Now I want to start group 2. What should I do? Then I will tell you. Getting the point? First take up one group, finish entire proper preparation revision. Then start group 2. Or first prepare group 2, then start group 1. Don't simultaneously study 6 subjects, 4 subjects. No. Never do that. You want to qualify both? First you need to finish one group. Then you need to finish the other group preparation. Then go and write both the groups exam. You will clear. Without even preparing one full group properly, don't even think about both the groups. Able to understand. So do understand all these things, how your mind works, everything. Understand that, observe that, and do plan accordingly. All the very best. Do well.